The Great Wall is finally falling. I have looked forward to this moment.
All thanks to my powers over the licorice sea. But Dark Choco Cookie, what do we do next?
Dark Cacao Cookie's soul gem waits somewhere within the Citadel. Someplace dark, deep inside, I'd wager. We have to find it.
You seem well prepared. I will leave the rest in your capable hands. After all, you know the way around the castle better than any of us. We do not have the luxury of time. Find the soul gem and raise the castle to the ground before sunrise.
This'll be a piece of cake! Dark Enchantress Cookie will finally acknowledge my genius and fervor!
No more chatter. It's time to attack. Let's give the Dark Cacao Kingdom a cold and heartless end befitting it.
Let's give them shroomies too! Wait for me!
Is it really safe for us to be first up on the walls?
It's not like we have any other option. Caramel Arrow Cookie still hasn't returned.
Maybe something happened? Caramel Arrow Cookie didn't seem like a cookie to break a promise.
Oh boy, this is way too high up. I'm getting dizzy.
Stay calm and don't look down.
Too late! I looked down! Huh? What's that dark thing down there? It almost looks like it's climbing the wall! Oh no! The ground is shaking!
Hold tight!
What's going on? Is it an earthquake?
No, this is not an earthquake. The wall is collapsing! At this rate, we're toast! Run! We need to get into the castle! We barely made it. I almost lost my hat on the way.
You there! Trespassers! Who let you in here?
The castle walls have fallen! Everyone has to get to safety!
What nonsense are you spouting? The castle walls are made of reinforced 100% cacao, able to withstand any siege.
Hello? Can you hear us fine? Get your boss or something! Dark Cacao Cookie or whatever his name is! Chili Pepper Cookie, you have to stay civilized. No matter the situation, royal etiquette has to be followed.
Well versed in etiquette, I see. I suppose I can spare a moment to hear what you have to say.
So you see, we just want to meet, Mr. Lord Dark Cacao Cookie.
Oh, such insolence! It's our noble king you're talking about. Mannerless outlanders have no right to walk these halls. I'll deal with you myself, here and now!
What? But what did I do wrong?
Let us raise our cups. A day like this deserves no less than the finest. I even took the liberty of adding 5 sugar cubes to each cup of coffee. What do you think?
I have to say, this is most sweet and soft. But I'm unsure if we are deserving of this majestic feast.
Oh, do not fret. From now on, this castle and all the lands around it belong to me. Dark Cacao Cookie was dealt with by Dark Choco Cookie, who I assume was gone as soon as his mission was completed. Such a tragic loss of the respected Dark Cacao King. That's why I stepped up to become their new ruler.
Thanks to your political genius, we can enjoy all these delights. But tell us, how did you manage to prepare all this food?
Let's just say there was some spare coin in the royal treasury. The late king was too stingy when it came to spending. That is one of many improvements the Dark Cacao Kingdom will see under my rule. Sweetened meals for sugar-loving citizens, entertainment for those seeking amusement. Through wise and benevolent policies, I will make all cookies in this kingdom able to spend their days happy and free.
But will the cookies be able to accept that? They are known for their rigidness and austerity.
Then, those who disagree will be banished to the giant icy ridge.
Avocado cookie! We have intruders!
What? No, it's not him. The king is no more, and the prince has gone. Yes.
It's a group of outlanders speaking nonsense! One moment they claim the Great Wall has fallen. The next that they've come to meet Dark Cacao Cookie!
Sugar for brain vagabond. Get rid of them. No. From now on, no one is allowed in the Black Citadel without my explicit permission.
Yes, my lord!
Oh, I need another cup of sweet coffee. Most of my life, I spent down on my knees. Even the moments I was allowed to sit in a chair, none of them were spent in comfort. If only I had known the royal throne would be so comfortable, I would have tried to become king earlier.
Your Majesty! You're awake.
You returned.
I returned to come to your aid. As soon as I arrived at the Black Citadel, I saw you fall off the cliff and ran as fast as my body allowed. Aside from a few crumbs of your arm, I'm relieved to see you are unharmed.
Then, did you see who attacked me?
I did. But I refused to believe my own eyes. It was the prince, your son, who attacked you, Your Majesty. The very same cookie who once taught me how to wield a bow. I was dreaming of the day I could once more stand by my prince, my commander. I cannot believe it truly was him.
But his stance, that unmistakable technique, could not have been anyone else than Dark Choco Cookie. Oh!
Your Majesty, don't overexert yourself.
Why do you stay loyal to a king whose very son attempted to assassinate him? Such a disgrace.
Indeed, our kingdom is in chaos. Many of your once loyal cookies no longer put faith in their king. But I still remember. I remember you leading the vanguard to protect the cookies from the monsters of the Great Ridge. The resolve in your eyes has ever remained the same, Your Majesty. I believe that you can restore our kingdom's former glory.
Former glory, huh? I see. There's only one way left to protect the kingdom. I must fix the errors of my past. After all, responsibility for a son's sins lies upon the shoulders of his father.
What will you do, Your Majesty?
Be it by my own hand, I will make sure Dark Choco Cookie falls.
What?
Help me up, Caramel Arrow Cookie. have to get to the Black Citadel right away. There's something that must be done.
To think these large halls existed beneath the Citadel. Even after all my time here, I had no idea.
This is where the spirits of fallen dark cacao warriors are preserved. The warriors who kept these lands safe by any means necessary. The same determination that made me bar the castle gates. To make the kingdom into a giant fortress, the last bastion to stop our foes. That was my plan.
What? Please explain a bit more, Your Majesty. But our noble soldiers, they will have to face the armies of our enemies without a place to retreat.
This is the only way to protect our continent. Beyond the dark cacao kingdom lies the licorice sea. Nothing but sharp mountain peaks surround our harsh land. You cannot wish for a better battlefield to defend against monsters rising up from the dark waters. Fighting against the licorice sea monsters, making sure they never step into the greater world. Is there a more honorable end for a dark cacao warrior? I wish that one day, I too will become worthy of being buried here.
I understand. I will follow your command, Your Majesty. I am sure the other warriors feel the same. One thing is clear. I will always stay by your side. You will not meet your end facing the monsters alone.
I know. You have always been good to your comrades. That is why I sent you outside the Black Citadel's walls. I knew I could trust you to aid the villagers should the Citadel fall. But I underestimated your fealty. I could not foresee you would stop at nothing to return here and come to my aid.
My king. I am ashamed to admit I questioned your wisdom, even if but for a moment. I was swayed by the deceitful rumors lurking all around us. I doubted my king, who is nothing but a paragon of honor. But now all my doubts are dispelled. I will fight by your side until my body turns to crumbs.
That's the dark cacao warrior I remember. Take a look at this. A treasure of this kingdom, and the mark of a hero. My soul gem. The time has come at last.
I don't think I'll ever grow tired of sweet delicacies. Candy muffins, chocolate chip brownies, sugar syrup soda! How could I resist all this sweetness?
Indeed, it's easy to get accustomed to the life abundant in sweets and delicacies. The life I will make possible.
Truly, you are the only ruler to show such overwhelming care for the subjects. We are forever grateful, Your Majesty.
Oh, Your Majesty has a nice ring to it. Go on, eat to your heart's content.
We don't have time for this! The wall is collapsing!
What? Who are you?
If the walls fall, this castle is doomed! You have to let us see Dark Cacao Cookie!
Is that so? I take it you are the reason for the commotion earlier, the trespassers the priest spoke of. I'm afraid you won't find Dark Cacao Cookie here. He is gone. Forever. Dark Choco Cookie has taken care of that. Then he left me in charge of this kingdom. From now on, I, our forgotten cookie, am the sole ruler of these lands.
You're one of those bad cookies, stealing the thrones from real kings, aren't you? I've heard about your unjust kind.
Oh, wait. I was just granted a vision of the future from the god of desserts. A future where you are nothing but my servants, doing menial tasks until your bodies grow stale.
Shh! You're gonna force me to work? How about you hand over some of those royal treasures before saying stuff like that, huh?
Perhaps it's time to show you the power of our magic. Priests, destroy those cookies!
At once!
Oh, come on! Why does it have to be this hard to deliver a single letter?
I can't believe this. How can some random cookies just turn up and defeat me? Have you any idea what I have gone through to claim this castle? This power I've gained through my own strength, my own labor. I will never give it up.
Oh, Lord Affogato Cookie, I brought you bad news.
What is it now?
The wall!
Out with it quickly.
The wall has been breached!
The Great Wall, made of solid chocolate? Impossible. It is supposed to withstand any threat. What in the world was that?
The monsters who raised the wall are about to get inside the Citadel! They're almost upon us!
And you allowed this to happen? Do something!
We can't! There are too many of them!
This way, Your Majesty. We're almost at the throne room.
Yes, and I'm sure he will be there.
The dark cacao cookie.
What should we do? Your Majesty! King Dark Cacao Cookie has returned!
This is not good. If Dark Cacao Cookie finds out I've taken over the throne, I'm as good as crumbs. I barely got this far. I thought my dream had finally come true. Oh, it seems I have to retreat. For now. But this is not the end. I will keep on fighting for my place in the world, like I always have.
Affogato Cookie is escaping! I'll chase after and take care of him.
Leave him. We have more important matters on hand. I can hear the sound of bells. The snowstorm must have grown harsher. He is close.
My prince, you promised a future as strong as the mountains. Yet instead you assaulted your own king!
Get out of my way! I am no longer the cookie you once knew.
You foolish whelp! You dare come here with that blade drenched in sin and strawberry jam!
You're more difficult to get rid of than you seem.
Do you think the spirits of the noble warriors laid to rest here will forgive you?
Soon these spirits will watch me reducing the Dark Cacao Kingdom to ruins. At night, beasts will roam freely, and at day, nothing but distrust and hatred will fill the air. Give me the soul gem embedded into your blade. I will bring that power to much better use.
You'll never cease to disappoint me, Dark Choco Cookie. Malicious creature. Your name will never be engraved onto the altar of the fallen.
I I never wished for that anyway. In this kingdom, I knew no love or sweetness, but rigid cold. What makes you think I care about you or this forsaken land?
Wait! Let's talk it over! With words! Yeah, words before swords, you know.
This is between the two of us. Move aside. Go on. Spew another one of your insults.
The only lessons you've taught me are how to survive on my own, and that the weak should give way to the strong. So just hand over that precious trinket already. I might have been your son, but now I have surpassed your strength. This is my final warning, Father.
Don't you dare call me that with that wicked tongue of yours. If I had known how you would turn out, I would never have let you go after what you did to your homeland. Instead, the Father's heart in me showed you the mercy of banishment. And now, I am to pay for my soft-heartedness once more. I have nothing left for the pathetic traitor who has given away the last specks of his pride.
Stubborn old fool! Will you still be clawing at that precious sword of yours after your kingdom has fallen? Will you persist even after having slain your own son? Time to put this miserable charade to an end.
You whelp! Your wicked arrogance knows no bounds! So be it. It is my life's greatest regret to have called you my son! Time for me to set things straight.
Is this my limit? Is this how far my strength could take me?
Strength. Yes. It was I who taught you to wish for strength, was it not? I remember it as if it were yesterday. I held you in my arms for the very first time, and the millennia-old riches, the ancient trees, the wolves, and all the warriors chanted their blessings. And we stood together atop the Great Wall, overlooking our entire kingdom. Holding your tiny hand, I promised myself to raise a strong, just, and kind warrior. It is as clear as day now. My life's greatest regret is that I never gave you enough love. I taught you how to wield the sword, and yet I never taught you why. I am sorry. This realization was gravely overdue.
Enough with this touching family reunion. I can't take it anymore.
Pomegranate cookie. What did you do?
You failed your mission again. Because of that, you forced my hand. I had to take care of what you couldn't.
Release me from this sorcery. You will never have me!
What is this? My spell is getting out of control. Is this the power of the Soul Jam?
What's with him!
Stay back, or we are crumbs!
Your Majesty!
Oh! Mercy! Your Majesty, come back to your senses. Do not succumb to their evil sorcery.
Caramel Arrow Cookie! No! We have to calm Dark Cacao Cookie down!
Your Majesty, are you all right?
Dark Cacao Cookie, open your eyes!
Dark Cacao Cookie is out of strength. This is our chance. We have to claim his soul gem.
The sword commands me to attack my father. No more. I will be the sword's thrall. No longer. Pomegranate Cookie, that's enough!
You dare attack me? Are you out of your mind?
I understand it now. All this time, I struggled to march on. Despite this path tormenting me more and more with each step. Strength can bring no good if it's born from the suffering of others. Power. Can the power I've sought for all my life fill this void in my heart? No. It cannot. It can bring only sorrow and suffering, spiraling over and over again. All this time, I was blinded by this lust for power. It has led me astray. Led me far off the path shown to me by my father, whom I once adored so greatly.
I take it you do not care if the reports of tonight's events reach Dark Enchantress Cookie. You will profoundly regret your choice.
I do not care. My vision has become clearer now. The darkness has lost its grip on my soul. I have no need of this cursed sword anymore. But... strange. Like a burden has been lifted from my shoulders, even though nothing remains anymore.
Pretending to be above the rest until the end, I see. A pitiful traitor always remains a pitiful traitor. Not Dark Enchantress Cookie, nor I will ever forgive you. We will make sure to grant you the cruelest of ends. The day the curse of darkness engulfs you, wringing out your very soul, know that I will be there laughing.
Pomegranate Cookie, that's enough! You're hurt! Let's retreat!
Dark Choco Cookie, don't leave. Who's gonna eat my shroomies?
My prince, where are you heading? I hope destiny grants you a more forgiving path.
The fight is not over yet. Monsters still roam the Citadel grounds. Pick up your weapons.
As you command!
My proud soldiers, heed my word. Even if no one knows of our battle in these frozen lands, even if no one knows how we walk towards our end in this forsaken corner of the world, we, Dark Cacao Warriors, stand together! Our oath to protect our homeland is eternal! Warriors, onwards!
The monsters are retreating! Your Majesty, victory is ours!
Whew, that was long and tiring and horrible. And glorious!
Dark Cacao Cookie protected the kingdom.
Future King's advice? We should come back here in the summer. I bet we'll miss local weather when it gets too hot. Yeah, let's get out of here. There's nothing in the treasury but bitter cacao beans.
What? When did you... Oh, that's right! I almost forgot! Dark Cacao Cookie? We've come a long way to give you this. It's an important letter from Pure Vanilla Cookie. You have to read it!
From Pure Vanilla Cookie?
Dear Dark Cacao Cookie, how have you been? Is the pure white sugar snow falling over there as it always used to? I'm writing this letter in front of a cozy, crackling bonfire with a nice cup of fragrant vanilla tea. It's such a warm and comforting place. Yet, for the longest time, I was trapped in a void. It was darker than the darkest night, and colder than the harshest winter. But then, I was saved by a group of cookie travelers. Their pure, crispy hearts helped me find my smile again. We laughed, feasted on sweets together, and exchanged pleasant stories. They reminded me of us during our own adventures. Dark Cacao Cookie, the great shadow is once again hanging over our world. We, cookies, value our freedom above everything else. But it is time to stand up and fight against forces trying to take that freedom away. We still have our soul jam. The light still hasn't faded. And neither has our courage nor will. Perhaps the sole reason we are even here is because we still have our mission ahead of us. Don't you agree? I believe that it is our path to follow, so that other cookies, young and curious, have a chance to see the wide world that is out there, as we saw it in the past. So let us turn our vision towards the future, for the good of all cookies, and for you and me. I wish to meet you again. With respect and love, Pure Vanilla Cookie. P.S. I was so busy writing the letter, I forgot to feed the birds. I think I'll have to play with them some extra to make them happy again.
Pure Vanilla Cookie. What we swore to protect. You are back. This voice... Who... Your loyal subjects are waiting, ready to follow your command. It is time for you to return to your cookies.
Your Majesty, I will follow your lead until the end. I await your command!
Good. Spring is coming. Perfect time to start rebuilding that